Wow.
That is so
such
cool.
a sweet story, but yeah, I don't know if they'll ever find out who did that.
I know. Yeah, because sometimes those people want to do their good deed and kind of stay hidden from the spotlight. So amazing things we see happening. Yeah. My goodness, I know that kid will probably write a letter to Santa next year too.
I think so.
Maybe it'll get to the right place. I was always so worried about that as a kid.
Well, I think it was good it got to the wrong place.
Yeah, exactly. In this case, it worked out really well for him. So Santa probably had a helping hand there.
Yeah.
All right, well, we are chilly this morning, but pretty quiet. So a nicer start to your Wednesday compared to Tuesday. Boy, it was kind of a mess out there yesterday between icy roads and dense fog. Not to say we couldn't still see slick spots on the road, so be careful out there. Take it slow on your drive if you are just kind of getting back into the swing of things, heading back to work. We are not seeing any of that dense fog, but we are dealing with a weak inversion, mostly going to affect our temperatures, but could send some of that low cloud cover in over areas of the valley this afternoon, mainly west of Boise. But could also attribute to some patchy fog this morning. Otherwise, we stay quiet for these next couple of days. Chance of showers by late in the day tomorrow through about early Saturday. The window here, kind of a big one because there's a lot of uncertainty with the computer models as far as what's even going to happen if it's going to happen. So we'll break that down here in a second. But do know that overall, we look to dry out and warm up a little bit heading into Saturday and the final day of 2017. Looks like we're so far at this point looking at a dry start to 2018. All right, this morning it's a cold start, and especially when you talk about wind chill temperatures. So this is what it actually feels like when you step out the door. 15 in Caldwell, 21 in Nampa, 16 for us here in the Boise area, and 20 in McCall. So again, even a light wind can make a big difference in that feels like temp. But again, this is nothing compared to what areas off to the east of us are dealing with. Check out Bismarck, North Dakota. Add that to the list of places that I am a-okay not waking up. 22 below zero. Minneapolis at -19. Omaha -16. So again, you can see these white and dark pink and purple colors encompassing a big chunk of the country this morning. Feels like 4 below in Denver, so frigid start even down into about the halfway mark between the north and south border of the country. So 14 is what it feels like in Little Rock, Arkansas. You know that's not normal. And 30s in Atlanta, Georgia. And another thing that's kind of fun to point out this morning is that because those temperatures are cold enough, we're seeing some of the stormy and rainy weather that is pushing through the south turn to snow in parts of northern Georgia and into the very southern tip of Tennessee and part of South Carolina too. So winter weather dipping down a little further south than they're used to seeing. We want the snow. Send it our way, at least for our ski areas, right? Well, I think we could pick up a couple of inches here in our west central mountains today, mainly north of McCall and up into the Panhandle. You'll see they're kind of the target. Our next storm, though, gets rolling and it comes marching in for us between Thursday and Saturday. So I think the impacts of this will start in the mountains first and foremost on Thursday afternoon, sending more snow hopefully to our ski areas, becoming more widespread as we get into the later part of the day Thursday. With this, we're also going to watch for the possibility of some precipitation here in southwest Idaho. So as we get into Thursday evening, we're going to call it the potential for a wintry mix because that temperature inversion will keep our temps below freezing. Also might kind of add to just that cold air sitting at the surface. Once that rain and the warmer air that's coming in over the top of us starts to fall, it could freeze. So we could be dealing with a freezing rain scenario as a worst case scenario Thursday evening into the night hours at some point. Friday morning, I think you wake up dry, but again, this just kind of this on again, off again, a few bursts of precipitation moving through the state that could send some occasional showers our way into Friday evening. More snow for the mountains, so hopefully going to be a good scenario, just chalking up a couple inches a day in the mountains, and we could be looking at a winter weather advisory. So we'll keep an eye to see if that comes into play for us by tomorrow. For today, again, pretty quiet and cool around here. 30 degrees for that daytime high, so chilly, and with any light winds, we know it'll push those temps back down into the 20s. Mostly cloudy with some of the low clouds forming out west of Boise along the lower Treasure Valley. Lows tonight in the mid-20s, so temperatures again not going to move around too much courtesy of this weak little inversion, and it's going to keep us cool for the next couple of days. I say it's going to be hard to see our temps climb out of the upper 20s to low 30s. And then by Friday, once that storm does come in, whether or not we see a lot of rain with it, I think we should still see temps bump up toward 40 degrees. Won't quite claw our way there, but we'll be in the mid to upper 30s for the remainder of the 7-day. And it looks quiet around here with 2017 ending about the same way 2018 looks to start.
All right, very good. Thank you, Denny. We'll send it out now to Ronald Bryan.